I think I'm attracted to the other betrayed spouse. My wife and I were only married for a little over a year when she confronted me crying, saying she reached out to an old BF supposedly asking him how he knew he was ready for kids, since he had 2 already, and that she knew I was wanting kids. Well, the night they were talking he was at a friend's house getting drunk, and when he went home his wife went through his phone and saw all the texts to my wife and other girls as well. She told my wife to tell me otherwise she was going to, so that's why my wife told me. I was so hurt by my wife that I trusted with every bit of my soul. I never thought she would do that to me. I messaged the OBS for any proof she had, and she sent me multiple screenshots of their conversation from that night that included, "I love you," and where they can meet up at in a couple days because it's been a few months. A few more days won't kill Yatung out. I thanked her for her help, and that was last we talked then. Long story short, my wife agreed to do anything to get another chance with me. So I got a trust to protect myself and my assets, family-owned business. And I never made her do anything else because I wanted to see what she would do on her own to prove to me she was serious. She deleted Snapchat, deleted lots of guy friends on social media, but that was about it. She said she was going to change her phone number and change her last name to mine finally, since she never did when we got married, but she never did those things. She said she wanted to get pregnant since she knew how much I wanted kids, but, thankfully, she never got pregnant the last few months of us being together. Then she did a complete 180 and said she's been unhappy since she was caught cheating and that she doesn't want to be my wife anymore, hates our home, saying she wanted to burn it down, told me she was always scared of actually getting pregnant and that she had a dream she would get an abortion and not tell me about it. That killed me, and doesn't know who the real her is anymore. Since she's left, she's came and packed up everything in the house that was hers or that we agreed on who keeps what. The first couple weeks were very rough for me as I saw it, as I gave her a second chance since I loved her unconditionally, but I wasn't given a second chance to change some minor things she was giving as her excuse for wanting to leave, not going to church, not traveling enough, not wanting to hang out with her friends with her. After those first weeks I reached back out to the OBS and she was quick to reply and asking me about everything that happened and told me about everything that happened with her. The morning she caught him texting my wife, she confronted him about it and he choked her for it and took her phone. She finally got her phone back and was able to call the police. They show up and arrest him with multiple charges and he goes to jail for a little bit before getting bailed out by his family, I believe. She left their house with their kids and whatever she could pack that day and moved away, but still nearby. They have been going through a long ugly divorce since then and it's getting closer to being over, she says. While my wife and I didn't have kids and she's being very civil about it, so ours is moving very quickly and might actually be over around same time as their divorce too. Since she's been through the same process as what I'm going through now, she has been very supportive and helpful with talking about how I feel with everything happening and will always remind me that I wasn't the one who cheated and that I deserve better. This continues daily with texts and Snapchats about what's happening with our divorces and how we're feeling, to more friendly talk about what we do for work and day-to-day life. We haven't talked about dating each other directly, but we've talked about how we're unsure how to date again and what we would do if we were in that situation again, but there has been some flirting between us a couple times. She is very pretty and looks great for having 2 kids and has a great maternity traits. To me that was something very important when picking my partner. She says she'll never go back to her soon-to-be ex-husband for assaulting her that day and how he never wanted to help raise their kids. Talking with her about everything with my marriage and everything I wanted it to be and her being so supportive, I haven't missed my wife very much. I just missed the days before she cheated when I thought I had a great partner. I think I like her enough to date after both divorces are final. I'm just not sure if I should deal with the baggage of her ex-husband that she's still afraid of and his children that he gets custody of on some weekends that he's dragging through the divorce right now. What advice do you have?